You're there cohabiting. Do you have an agreement? Do you have a cohabitation agreement? Do you have an agreement? Let's talk about cohabitation in the UAE. We will be discussing about cohabitation agreements in Dubai. We'll be discussing about the advantages and disadvantages of cohabitation, what to include in a cohabitation agreement. With that being said, it is important to note that a cohabitation agreement is not a legal requirement in Dubai. It serves as clarity over shared expenses, property ownership, or responsibilities. What to include in a cohabitation agreement? Number one, financial contributions, agreement on rent, bills, and other shared expenses. Number two, property ownership, clarity on shared properties and assets such as furnitures. Yeah, you may think it's too small, but trust me, it can bring a whole lot of problems. And the last but not the least, on what to include on a cohabitation agreement, exit plan. You need to clearly state the terms of ending the living. Yes, so everyone can have an understanding. So when it's time for each and everyone to go their separate ways, there's no problem. Including the notice period. So someone doesn't just wake up one day and say they are leaving and you're confused, you don't know what to do. State it clearly. Now, let's move to the advantages of cohabitation. Let's see if there are some advantages actually. Cohabitation comes with many benefits, but it also comes with potential challenges. Understanding the advantages and disadvantages of cohabitation can help couples or roommates make wise decisions. The first advantage, cost efficiency. Dubai residents cohabitants can share rent and other expenses to reduce financial burden. Advantage number two, it could serve as trial for marriage. It enables them to understand themselves better, to know if they can last in marriage or not. Though, as someone who has been married for more than 5 years, I can tell you for a fact, you never know your partner until they are legally and officially your husband or your wife. So no matter how long you cohabit, I don't agree with that one, no, but it's one of the advantages. The third advantage, flexibility. There is no religious constraint. Yeah. So whether you are a Muslim, you are a Hindu, you are a Christian, you can cohabit. So that's another advantage. Oh. Now, let's look at the disadvantages of cohabitation. Like I said, it is very important for couples to understand the advantages and disadvantages of cohabitation for a better living. Yeah, whether couples or people who just decide to come together. So let's really look into the disadvantages if there are some disadvantages. Legal ambiguity, the very first one. Yes, without marriage or any legal cohabitation agreement, in case of dispute, it can be difficult to resolve it, especially on how to share the properties. Yes, so it is very important for you to have that agreement or to be married before. The second one, cultural sensitivity. You know, there are some cultures that cohabitation is a taboo to them. Yes. So, and there are some families who are very strict on that. So you need to understand. Maybe you're a Christian and your partner is a Muslim and you decide to cohabit. When your families are in their various countries, when they hear it, it could spoil everything. They may decide that they don't want you just because you've been cohabiting. You get? So before you cohabit with any man or woman, you need to check their cultural background. check what their views are, and you know where you stand. Don't go and waste your time and tomorrow you start saying you never knew. Remember, sometimes reality does not expect you to be ignorant, especially life out here in the diaspora, especially life in Dubai, in the UAE. UAE does not expect you to be ignorant. You should be aware of your surrounding. You should be aware of your culture. You should be aware of the way of life. So be careful before you cohabit. Make sure you check the cultural background of your partner. The third and last but not the least, no automatic legal rights. Yes, unlike marriage, in case of anything, when you're cohabiting with something, you cannot lay claim on anything in case of separation. If there is no cohabitation agreement, nothing, you're going with nothing, just your head as you came. So you need to be smart. Decide today who you want to be, what you want to be known for, how you want to be recognized in the society. Do you have a cohabitation agreement? Do you have an agreement? If you're living with someone, do you have an agreement? In conclusion, Dubai legal reforms have removed restrictions on Dubai resident cohabitants, aligning with global norms. So you are free to go and cohabit. It is your business, but make sure you have a cohabitation agreement. So in case of anything tomorrow, you have a document to back up your claims. At least to safeguard what you acquired with your own money. Because if you don't have that document, if you don't have that agreement, you're going with nothing. I said what I said. I remain your girl, Martha Gift, the monologist, aka the natural multiplier, and we are all about life out here in the diaspora, where we share the good, the bad, and the ugly, where we share our thoughts, our experiences, and our observations in order to educate, to enlighten, and to motivate one another. If you're not following, do well to follow. Leave a comment and a like, and as well, don't forget to share to someone out there that you think this video may be helpful too. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.